Whoopie I'm back again, and I am feeling quite refreshed after the long nap of like I don't know, was it like a week ago? That doesn't matter, Izuku. Uh-huh. Also, my feeling in the audience with that, you know, glove thing. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that they put gloves on his tentacles, so they become damp and become more like hair, as in they don't move on its own. So yeah, uh-huh. They put five finger gloves on each tentacle, which is six or eight. How many tentacles do I have? You have six. Oh, okay. Each tentacle a has a bunch of eyes on it, so it can basically 360 no scope everything. That sounds like fun. Fun for you, maybe, but not fun to describe. Anyway, so let's go back to the doctor. Yeah, let's do that. So your quirk can merge anything to anyone by you summoning you summoning some special chemicals inside your stomach. Excuse moi? Izuku said. You see, you need. If you would have had your arms by now. I do have arms. They're just in my head. Yeah, okay. Okay, if you had regular human arms, and they would originally, the the fusing acid would originally come from there, but since you don't have any, your quirk redirected the acid, basically the melting fusion lava into your stomach, and now you have to throw up every time you want to combine anything from the outs that it's not attached. If you don't want to make stuff merge that is attached to your body. Do you get that? Whoop-de-doo. Yeah. Throw up on something, fuse it with something else, and now I have a bee sword. I don't think it works on organic material. Look at my hair. Of course it works on organic material. I guess you're right, but I generally don't recommend that. Too late! As Izuku would try to jump out of the window, try to jump out of the window by using his hair as a cracking whip, but since the quirk suppressing gloves are on his head, it does minimal damage. It just cracks it, since his tentacles are, uh, you know, kind of sleeping right now, like that, like when you're sleeping leg. You got me? So he won't be able to use the force of his tentacles, which will become much stronger in the future. Anyway, they tranquilize him again and put him in, basically put like a hair knot with his tentacles, so they won't be able to move until Izuku learns not to do stupid shit. Would would never happen. They just demoted it to do less stupid shit, which sometimes happen. But when Izuku visits his mother when they were trying to train him train him of using his quirk. Hey mom. I know it's been a while. I just don't know what to do now without you. I do everything that my brain is telling me to do, but everyone's telling me that that's wrong. Do you have any advice for me? Any at all? Silence. Oh, that's right. You can't talk. One day, I'm gonna be a hero. A hero that you can be proud of. Somewhat. Alright, bye mom. Maybe see you tomorrow. As Izuku kissed her on her forehead as she stays asleep. Izuku was distraught. He would do anything to get her back, to get her out of this coma. But he would sleep on it. And when he was setting up his alarm clock, he accidentally turned it on a bit too early into the minute right next. And that's when he got the idea. He grabbed his alarm clock. He poured his mixing lava onto it. And then he would go to the room where his mother seemingly lifeless body is, with all the tubes and medical equipment, and just put some melting acid on her and just shove the alarm deep into her, into her, putting it into the next minute inside her brain. And then, ow, oh, bow, 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 as she would come back to life. Mom, you're back! Ah, ah, ah. As Izuku was wobbling in joy, not realizing that this was no longer his mother. This was a a a brainwash and less intelligent form of Inko. Ah, ah, ah. As the alarm keep ringing inside his side, Izuku thought, "Hey, do you know what would be a fun idea? Maybe we could get some ice cream." as a charming melody would come out of Inko as the alarm, as an alarm. Awesome, awesome. Now let's get out of this hospital. As Izuku would ask Inko to take off the quirk suppressing gloves on Izuku, which were now upgraded to fit his tentacles. And just as he did, just as he did, his tentacles would rise again, rise again, acting more like snakes than anything else. Like the snakes of Medusa's tail. P.S. I don't know anything about Medusa, I'm just saying that. Okay, back to the story. Okay, okay. Crazy Izuku back again. Why don't you read the tale of Medusa before real, before doing a what if? Because when you get a streak of inspiration, you cannot just let that go and just research. Yes, the fuck you can. You are just being an ignorant, and as Michael Jackson said, ignorant piece of lard. Lard? Yeah, I was thinking cursing too much would, no, not be too good for the audience. Okay, and why do you suddenly care about the audience? Because it's telling my story. I need the audience to love me. Okay, but let's get into it. As Izuku would run, wrap Inko and wrap Inko with her with his tentacles. No, not in that way. Shut up, you creepy pieces of shit. Yeah, you tell him. Don't think of my mom that way. And just and hugged her with his tentacles and just ran out of the hospital. Hospital. How, you may ask? Well, Izuku has attempted many escape attempts before. Many escape attempts before. So he basically knows the whole layout of the hospital. But now he has his but now he has 360 vision. So he's able to see every guard coming after him and just dodge them. And sometimes mix them with particular hospital equipment. Like one guard was coming after him, and then Izuku would just throw a bunch of needles at him, which contain like a bunch of vaccines, and now he can and now he has an infinite supply of it. So he is basically working for the hospital for his entire life, and he can basically object because now his mind is fucking dumber. So he's more susceptible to shit. They just feed him and just let him watch like TV for like an hour and then just let him sleep. That is basically his new life now. The hospital is more cruel in this one. And if you're wondering what that is, that's just my sink. Just my sink. Don't do the dishes while you're doing what if. Okay, I'm just rinsing out some of it. Oh, really? Yeah, really. Okay. Well, let that be the last one. Okay. And Izuku went out. As Izuku escaped, he is basically asked the first person he sees, "Excuse me, sir, would you happen to know where the ice cream shop is?" Where a pedestrian walks by and said, "Hey, I have a directions quirk. I can just tell you where the ice cream shop is." Splendid, that would work. As Izuku is still staring at the rock with all of his tentacles while still rapping Inko. Yeah, it's down the street, two corners to the left, and then it's to the right, right ahead. You cannot miss it. Thanks, Mr. Rock. And Izuku would just go there. Fuck you, Mr. Rock. I had a quirk specifically for this, and you just take that away from me. As the pedestrian kicks the rock. But what the pedestrian didn't notice that Izuku was spit talking to the rock, and some of his acid got on it. So now, so now his foot is basically stone, including his shoe. So it's a lot harder for this guy to walk now, and his foot is basically brain dead. Brain dead. If Izuku gives a command to that random pedestrian again, his foot would automatically try to drag him and the rest of his body to Izuku. So they went to the ice cream shop, and as the lady working in the in the receptionist, or oh yeah, the cashier. I forgot the name for that a second. Remember your names. Okay, shut up, crazy Izuku. Don't tell me to shut up. Only Deadpool is allowed to tell me to shut up. Izuku, Deadpool, shut up. Oh, oh man. Back to the story, and Izuku said, "Excuse me, would you happen to have caramel macchiato? A caramel macchiato ice cream?" "Actually, we do. We just got it today, just a minute ago." "Oh, splendid. I would like to have two scoops of that, and one scoop of pita, and one big scoop of pistachio ice cream." Okay, just let me go to the back. As Izuku is seeing the rest of the options on the menu, suddenly, ba-bum, 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 a Karen walks by the store and asks to the manager, "'Cause this was a Dunkin' Donuts Baskin Robbins shop." And then, and then, and then the manager comes out the door and she asks what is wrong. Then the Karen responded that her coffee was too hot. And the manager said that it's coffee. And the Karen said, "I want a refund." And said, "I'm sorry, we don't give refunds here." Then the Karen went ballistic, and then she would throw the coffee at the manager. But just before Izuku ate the coffee cup along with the coffee and then spit it right out of the Karen. And now she's one of the mindless slaves. That was beautiful. How did you learn how to sing? Oh, come on. Don't give me much credit. I thought it was just something fun I could do to spicing up the what if. uh, uh, that, Deadpool Deku. Come on, even Deadpool Deku is impressed. He doesn't want to tell you, but he's impressed. Impressed. And look of Toon Force Deku. He's giving you an Grammy. Oh, thank you guys. It means so much for me to be a narrator and get credit from all my creations. Thank you. Anyway, the Karen gets mixed with the coffee, with the mixing lava, and now she is just a coffee dispenser. What do I mean by that? Well, well, she's just a mindless coffee dispenser. When all she needs is just coffee beans and water, and she just dispenses coffee right out of her mouth. Which sounds unsanitary, but when Izuku tried the coffee, it tasted pleasant. All the rage mixed in with the self-righteous sins of a Karen just gives him the boost to do anything that he wants. And as the lady with the macchiato ice cream comes out, okay, this is the caramel macchiato ice cream or some shit, and sees him. Hey, I got you a new coffee machine, coffee machine. As the lady said, as the lady said, that's a person. No, it's not. It's a robot. It's a robot. Look. As Izuku would just press uh on her eyes, and just her brain just pops up, and then Izuku would just take some coffee beans that the store sells, and then some water on the counter that was meant for somebody else. Hey, that was my water. It's water. You can get another one. I guess you're right. Anyway, I'm interested on how this goes. Izuku said, "You better be." And as Izuku would pour the water, Izuku would press two buttons, which is just basically her ear and her nose, and then after 1 minute, a steaming cup of coffee comes out of her mouth and just and then just comes out and said, "If you try it, I'll give you $20, and if you don't like it, I'll give you $60." So, $80, huh? Well, I've done worse for money, the cashier said as she drank the coffee that came out of the Karen. You know what, kid? What, kid? Never mind. I don't need your money. This is good coffee and a good machine. But I'm afraid the customers won't like seeing an actual human prepared for it. And I'm seeing now that this is a person that complained about the oversized, the overpriced ice cream, so why the hell not? I'm just gonna take her to the back. As the guy that ordered the water said, hey, isn't this kind of like slavery? No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because this was an asshole. This person was an asshole. So I feel no sympathy for them. Okay. And if you snitch to police, I'll fucking kill your ass. Whoa, where did all of this confidence come from? From the coffee. Karen's coffee. The coffee that gives you more privilege than a ruler. Uh-huh. Anyway, kid, your ice cream is free now. Free now. I'll just get out before the authorities eventually come in, since my manager would be a total prick about it. Oh, okay. Okay. Bye. Well, anyway, bye. Bye to you too. Hey, I wasn't about to call the cops on them. He saved me from a boiling pile of coffee. Yeah, you probably deserve that for not letting me go on holiday leave. Come on, you're my only employee. I need you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Back to the narrator. Okay, I'm done with zero point 0.5. Yeah. This is actually a what if that I want to take my time with. So, yeah. So, bye. Say bye, the others. Bye. Bye. Holding a sign saying bye from Toon Izuku. Anyway, bye. I'm done.